This is part 5 of modeling the Cutaway hotel booth, and in part 4 we modeled the stars and the bar here and the text here and the clocks, and I was convinced that I would use subdivision surface on them, and since then I've just shut it off and turned it back to flat shading, and I'm not certain what to do yet. I think we're going to wait and see. We'll still have to put the text on here, and we'll do that later, but I think we're getting very close to the end of the modeling part, and what we're going to do now is just work on the luggage down here. Okay, so let's have a look at the shapes we got here. We got this rectangle here, and we've got another rectangle for a handle and a handle here. We've got this bar to do, and a little bit of a zipper of sorts. It's hard to tell, and a line here, and then this one. You can see a cut here. This person has done a very low poly version of this. I'm not certain if I'm going to do it like that or exactly how I'm going to do it, but we're going to do something. So here we go. So how about this time we just put the 3D cursor there and we bring in a cube. Alright, we'll go to edit mode and we'll scale it down. And we'll just compare this. So we'll scale this in the Y a bit, and then we'll scale in the X. Let's bring that thing up there, put it roughly there. So we're going to be going for this piece of luggage right here. Okay, so something like that. Maybe a little thicker. Okay, so what do we want to do here? Let's have a little think about this. If I wanted to do this, actually let's bring it all above the ground for now. If I selected these edges and I bevel them, if I do that, which we could do, go into vertex, you'll see that this is a quad right here. Actually, go into face. That's a quad right there. There's 4 points, and that's a quad. And this one and underneath, but this one here, the front face and the back face, all right, is a polygon, many sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's not a quad. I can't put an edge loop through it all. So if I did something like this, and I went J for join, J for join, I now have a quad there and there. I can put an edge loop through it again and down there. And I did the same thing back here. And we'll just see how well this works for us. J for join. We can do that. We could then try just a bevel, and we'll get this. And that may be okay for our purposes from a bit of a distance, or we may not like that shape. And so come in here and have a look at this. All right, let's try putting an edge loop here and here, seeing if that changes anything for us. Or do we want a subdivision surface? And then edge loops like this. And we can still get those ends, corners, whatever. We can smooth that. And we can do 2. And we can make this a bit sharper. And this one. these ones. And which one is my end? That one there. In fact, maybe what I'll do is I'll take this whole one and this one, and we'll try pushing that scale down to Z. It'll come up a bit. This one and I'll come up. No, not crazy about that. Does it fit our scheme? I could probably live with that. I could come in here and do this. And we can see how well that suits our purposes. And that might be a bit nicer, especially if I brought this up and we just really cut those corners, and we can simulate that effect, but we get it a little sharper. So let's do that. Okay, so this is trial and error. It's up to you what you want to do. It ends up being relatively high poly, but this wasn't supposed to be, for me anyhow, low poly. Okay, so there we go. There's our overall design. And now we need a handle on the top. So I will select this face, Shift D, bring it up. I'm going to break it out, select it, and set origin to geometry, but I won't put the subdivision surface on that. We'll bevel that. So let's scale that and see how far across it goes. It's right in the middle. It goes about there. Scale in the Y. Right, let's E to extrude it up. Let's get rid of that face. Select it all and we'll rotate X 180. Alright, let's come back here. And I'm going to put on flat, and I'm going to select that and this, Control L. We'll put on that bevel. Take this, but I'll bring the bevel down. So we'd have that piece, and on the side is the same. It looks roughly the same length, so let's take that. Shift D, rotate Y 90. Period key to zoom in. So we have those two. We have a piece right here that extends out, and we need edge loops in here so that we can put that color. So let's have a quick look at this. And I could go like this, and how big is it? Let's make it a bit wider. So I can put the green in there. Alright, to do that I'm going to take this area here, and I'm going to try and find an edge that goes all the way around like that one does. Shift D, bring it out, scale it down. Let's see how big that's got to be. Something like that. P, I'm going to make that a new object. I'm going to go into edit mode, go to vertex, and we can see we got a lot of vertices here. Alright, so I'm going to just start deleting them for the time being, and just keeping the ones that I absolutely need to get the shape, and then I'll go back in X dissolve vertices, and I'll fix it up. There we go. Okay. Get the subdivision surface off there. Let's bring that back to there. Let's get rid of any faces back there. Let's try that bevel again. That's not too bad. Makes me sometimes think that this could have been done with just a bevel. You know, it's not that different without the subdivision surface, is it? Let's leave it off for now. It's a little bit with smoothing on here. These were, let's just move them one at a time. Just crushed out a little bit. You know what? I might just like that. I'm gonna leave it like that for now. Okay, so what are we doing here? Okay, we're gonna create a zipper. Just want to see if I like that. I don't like the spacing yet, so I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna pull this. Or do it evenly. I don't know if that's on the back, maybe not. Now, we're going to do the zipper for sure. No, it doesn't look like that shape. It looks like something else that I know. I'm just wondering if I want to put a line or if I want to actually have it in the geometry. Escape that for the moment. Let's copy this, move it to here. Just think about this. Where is it? It's up near the top. Oh, what happened there? If I did this. That beveled. We'll get that there. That may not matter though. Scaling the Z to bend it that way and scaling the X to do it that way. Do two, I'd be better off. Let's if I hide that one. Hide that one. Huh. just thinking if I might like that effect. And the zipper looks to me, let's bring the cursor there, like a circle. I'll go with 12 vertices. Rotate X90. There might be too many. I'll make it big and then we'll fix it up. Copy that shape. Bring it to there and then join these faces. Now, and then I'm going to join these vertices. Edge selection, I'll select that edge and that edge, F, this end, and then I can just continue to do F. I think that's because I have Node Wrangler enabled, and then I'll extrude it out a little bit. And that might be too thick. I'm not done with that yet, but see how well that would take a bevel. We can triangle there. Well, it's not a very nice shape, but yeah. And just make sure there's no doubles. There shouldn't be. Let's get rid of the bevel and just go all the way around it. And I'll put a bevel by an end. As well. Just being a little quiet because my son's sleeping there, but he'll wake up and yeah, we'll feed him and change him and all that stuff. We'll put one in there, and I think I will do a subdivision, and we'll add a couple edge loops here. And then we'll have that. That could still be far too large, I'm not sure. It's not overly visible, but it's there. Actually, yeah, and I know he's got something else on there. He or she. And then he's got some circles or dots on there. And I'm just going to select that point, Shift S, cursor selected, and I'm just going to bring in another circle. I'll go with 12 again. Okay, and then I'm going to extrude it out a little bit, E and S, and I'll use grid fill. That's alright with me. Select it and flip polys. And bevel this like this. And I'm going to go ahead and put on that subdivision anyhow and smooth. Just have two of those there. To be honest with you, I wouldn't mind it being a bit thicker. Okay, so let's delete. Yeah, let's delete back faces on this. Best I can anyhow. rest it pretty much against the surface. We'll make those project a bit more visible. Find the wrong one, as usual. Let's move that. Take that. Let's move all that stuff back to here. Have a look at it and decide if I like that. It's all right. You know what? I think it needs to be thicker still. So let's take all of this stuff. There we go. Let's move the 3D cursor out of there. Select something else that I can see the zipper. Okay. All right. I could go with that so far. I do like that. Yeah. Okay. Just, is this zipper line long enough? Goes closer to the edges. And so I could fix that. There we go. Even better. Oh yeah. There's different ways to do this. I was thinking, well, all right, we'll do it the easiest way. Let's take this. I'm going to put a face back on this. 2 edge loops, scale in the X. Select these under faces and extrude them down. I'll take this and I'm going to pull it out. Take it roughly equal size. And pull it up a little bit more. And I'm going to bring these down a little bit more. And that's going to be the top part of the handle right there. The black part. It looks like there's a little bit of a break. A little line in between them, like they're separate pieces, not just joined. And the way I would probably do that is by duplicating these and breaking them out, making a new object here. Going in, extruding them down, and these ones will then get the bevel as well. Just going to do this for now. You'll see that it'll look like 2 pieces. And push them closer together, we can reduce the amount of bevel. It's up to us. Let's take this though and push this against here. And then decide if I need it wider. And I might. I just might. Yeah, because it's the same length, so I'm going to bring it to here and here. Alright? So what I'll do, I should have done that first really, is I'll take this and if I just scale in the X, that won't give us a good result. So what we'll do is I'm gonna split it there, and I'm just gonna, you know what, I could do this by eye. I could just pull it to there, and this one I could just pull to there. I don't think that'd be a problem. Is that too wide? That's the question. Might be. All right. So let's just go to the middle of these. You just do it by eye, you know, as wide as you would want to do it. And then I'll select that piece and just slide it back in. That should be convincing enough. And possibly it needs to go up. Okay, what am I missing? Just the wheels on this guy. Okay. Let's select everything here. Do that for now. And let's just set the origin geometry, and I'll bring in a circle. Oh, I did bring it down there. I didn't set the cursor. Let's do that and delete that, and just select that, and we'll bring the cursor to there. That's better. I'm gonna go for 18 this time. Scale it down. What are the orientation of these wheels? Kind of like, yeah, we see the front of them there. Okay, ES, grid fill, I'll go for 2, select it, give it some thickness this way, okay, we will bevel this like this, and we'll decide if we can put a bevel on it and smooth it, or no bevel. Just throw some more edge loops in here. Done. Cleared something I didn't have in the first place. That's going to be just fine for our purposes, because we're barely going to see the thing. You know, they look like long cylinders to me almost. Of course, it's on some kind of a stand with this, yeah, right. How does this work? And then you hold it, and you can, so the wheels have to be, don't they have to be in the orientation of this so that you can hold that and walk and pull that thing? I don't understand why they would look like they're circular this way. Shouldn't they be lengthwise, if I'm explaining that right? So you can pull that. Or is this just like a bar type thing? And the wheels further under them? I don't know. I feel it. I just want to try something here. I didn't set this up that way. Well, I could, on the other hand, take this and we'll just scale it globally. And let's come in here. We could get rid of some of this stuff here. Let's throw an edge loop there for now. That's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Let's do that way. No, this way. In wireframe. What happened there? Yeah, that doesn't matter. I was thinking of, first of all, where's the length of this thing? We'll get rid of those faces to give the impression that it joins with this thing, doesn't it? In which case, of course, it would have to be in line with that. Well, it wouldn't have to. It could splay outwards or whatever, but I don't like it in that position. That one's just blocked. Yeah, but they are similar diameter to that. Okay. That is a similar diameter. It's a little bit smaller, that's all. I could mirror these, but I couldn't be bothered. I don't think it's that important to do that. Let's try that. Okay. I should probably group this stuff. See if I can get everything. Let's Control G that. And bring you down to the floor. Yeah. Although I do feel like they extend forward, and I'm going to do that. When I say forward, I mean in front of this, I think, but not like that. Maybe I'm wrong. It's too much. No, it's not. All right, let's get the group. Like that. Okay. All right, just like that. It took a long time to do such a simple thing, but. Kinds of funny sounds. This probably represents a zipper. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think we're going to do this, but we will do an indentation here, and we'll do that handle. Make it very simple. In fact, let's take this, move it along a bit. Can I take this piece? I'll leave that. What do I want to do? That's a long way around, wasn't it? smaller. Box select there. Put back in there. I'm not sure how high it comes up. Probably middle of this handle, depending on your angle. Not that wide though. These edge loops here that I was going to use to put the green in there. I don't know if it's green. Was it green? The dark green. I could probably get rid of that one. Use this one as a place to cut off the top, and that's what I intend to do. P, I'm going to break it right off. So I got this piece. I'm going to move it out. And I'm going to do some work on this. I'm going to bring it in a little bit. ES like that. And that's all I probably would have to do to that. So I give it a bit of a lip. I'll probably need an edge loop just to fix up the smoothing. And do the same on this one. E and S, bring it in, bring another edge loop close. Take this piece now and push it against like that, and then I will have a bit of a division. And then you can see that it's like two parts. Like that. This handle's the same size. Too big for this suitcase. Where is it located? Closer to the top, which makes sense. Like that. I'm not going to do that piece, that thing. These would be on small legs, feet. It's in front, yep. Okay. And so I'm going to just, just on this bottom piece. Yeah, just on the bottom. I'm not going to do it on those. Yeah, so I'm just going to take this and Shift H. And we'll come under here. And I'll just select that. I don't want to make the feet out of that. I might. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I need to make a square. We'll break it out. I'm going to get rid of the subdivision surface. I won't be using it anyhow. Come in. Let's look from the bottom. Let's scale this in the Y. Just try to make a nice square. Loop cut into a square. Selected W. Loop tool circle. down. And in. And I'm going to delete these faces. And I'm going to leave that open. I'm going to delete these faces as well. I'm going to bring that up. I hope it's not too small. And then just by eye, I'm going to place these. I'm not going to mirror it. Control L. Get both of them. Shift D. You'll see I can always make them bigger. You know, that kind of thing. Alt H. Yeah, we'll get it on the. We'll get you on the floor. Let's hide that. Well, we're gonna need that though. Well, we're gonna bring this and this and this. And we're gonna make that a group. Well, I got group 2, and we can call it small case if you want. And you're now resting on the ground. Group. Doesn't show the name, which bothers me. There we go. There's our little briefcases. Didn't use the subdivision surface. Didn't use it. Good. I just have a feeling that this should come down a little bit. Just render it large, you know. Seems like a lot of wasted space there. Maybe this thing doesn't come up quite as high as I have it, but it's pretty close to what I would want. We just have to do the text there. I think we might be done. I think we might be done. Under 20,000. Okay, let's leave it at that. We'll come back in the next video and we'll delete any back faces we want to, make any small adjustments to bevels or whatever, and then we'll start doing materials.